I think that's the biggest thing everyone's missed, is just being with the boys like two or three times a week.
So Cam, now that you're finally back doing some training after so many months off in rugby, how does it feel being back with the boys?
It's nice to see everyone for a change. I think that's the biggest thing everyone's missed, is just being with the boys like two or three times a week. I think that's been the biggest thing for most people, is not seeing their friends, and for us, such a tight-knit group from last year as well. Coming into not seeing each other for almost a year has been quite tough.
So I know that your dad is one of the coaches here at Aberavon. How was it working with him as a coach, and is there any contrast to living with him at home as well?
For me, he's coached me quite like from when I was young, but it's always been the same, as he's a backs coach and I'm always obviously in the forwards, so the amount of time we're crossing over isn't that big, and he doesn't really have any sort of, like, he's not directly coaching me a lot. So I think it's something I've been used to, like not used to, but it's something I've experienced in the past. So coming here was no different really. Obviously stepping into a more professional environment where you've got a bigger group of coaches, it's almost like you see each other less.
So I know that you're doing biomed at Cardiff University. How has that kept you occupied during lockdown? Has it been difficult to carry on doing your studies?
Obviously we haven't been able to go into uni at all, so it's not even like, whereas before you'd be going to lectures, then you'd be going training, it's almost like you're staying in the house just all day, every day. But at the same time, it does give you more of an opportunity to really focus in on doing work, which I think last year was quite hectic at times with all the rugby and all the other things going on. But I think it has helped me like knuckle down a bit. But at the same time, you are in the house all day doing everything online on Zoom, which I think a lot of people have been. But that's probably the tough bit about it.
So I know obviously you haven't been able to train rugby, but how have you been able to keep yourself fit and active? Have you been able to do any sort of training at all?
When I went back to uni in the first place, one of the boys he'd obviously in lockdown bought himself a barbell and a load of weights. So I think his father managed to track down somewhere to sell even when everyone was out. So we were able to use that when we were up in uni. And then back home then I just sort of occupied myself running really. Took up golf in the middle of lockdown as well, which was a bit of a struggle, but I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more now, once you get the hang of it. But yeah, so I've been keeping busy. But
so what are you most looking forward to being back in terms of playing in a rugby game? The
biggest thing is seeing the boys 3 times a week. I think that's being around the environment and that sort of thing is like the biggest thing I've missed, as well as the competitive aspect of it. Like that, I think we finished in a really good place when we finished last year, so it'd be nice to get back in and carry on from where we left off.
So what are your goals now personally for rugby for the rest of the year?
The first thing is get back playing. I think that's the biggest goal for everyone. That's what everyone wants, to get back fit, get back ready for the season, and then just get in amongst this league now and play well. I think that's the biggest thing for us. I think, again, as I said, where we finished last year, we were in a really good place. So I think we can really build on that this year when we finally find out when the season will start.